Australians will watch the game not knowing that the game has been secretly manipulated by the AFL. A whistleblowing doctor has revealed allegations of secret illicit drug tests conducted to enable AFL players to avoid detection on game days, Federal MP Andrew Wilkie says. Mr Wilkie told Parliament of the allegations from a former Melbourne Demons club doctor and football club president. He described the allegations as credible and detailed, and provided signed statements given to him clearly identifying the sources of the documents. Stream analysis, local footy and the biggest moments free on 7plus. I rise to bring the House's attention to deeply troubling allegations of egregious misconduct within the AFL provided by former Melbourne Football Club President Glenn Bartlett, former Melbourne Football Club doctors Ishan Orion, and Sean Smith, father of Melbourne player and now alleged drug trafficker, Joel Smith, he told Parliament on Tuesday night. The allegations include the prevalence of drug abuse and other prohibited behaviour across the AFL, off-the-books drug testing of players at Dorvich Pathology in Heidelberg, facilitated by the former Chief Medical Officer of the AFL Peter Harcourt, the resting of players testing positive in these secret tests, ostensibly on account of injury, willful inaction by AFL Chairman Richard Goyder, and former CEO Gil McLachlan, and the removal of Mr Bartlett as President of Melbourne after he suggested to Mr Goyder and Mr McLachlan that AFL officials be regularly drug tested. Mr Wilkie said Dr Orion had said the AFL wanted players to compete at all costs. If there are no illegal drugs in the players' system they are free to play, and if there are drugs in their system the player is often asked to fake an injury, Mr Wilkie said. They are advised to lie about a condition, while the results of the off-the-books tests are kept secret and are never shared with Sports Integrity Australia or WADA, World Anti-Doping Agency. In other words, hundreds of thousands of Australians will watch the game not knowing that the game has been secretly manipulated by the AFL, and thousands of Australians will bet on that game not knowing the game has been secretly manipulated by the AFL. Mr Wilkie said Dr Orion alleged it wasn't a Melbourne problem but an AFL problem, with a number of players arriving in the city from other states with pre-existing cocaine dependencies. The documents in my possession also indicate a shocking unwillingness of senior AFL executives to address drug abuse by players and executives, particularly in relation to cocaine use, he added. For instance, here are very detailed notes of a telephone meeting between Gil McLachlan, Richard Goyder and Glenn Bartlett. OP has contacted the AFL and Melbourne Football Club for comment.